Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay, so hi, I'm Holly, psychic medium energy reader, and I will get to a general reading in just a minute. I use cards of different types for just they're tools. Please remember that. Um, and this can only be a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But I like to start with the vibe, the energy, the current, and I love coffee and I love mugs with messages. And so this one has a compass on it. And the reason why this spoke to me, because I directly asked Spirit, so what's the vibe? What do I need to let people know about? Okay. It has to do with direction. It has to do with finding your direction. Yeah. That feels very, yeah. I'm feeling that a lot. So, okay. So, best use of the English language right there. Anyway, but yeah, finding your direction. Finding your direction is also the same as finding your peace. Peace. Um, swift change. Swift change that will bring direction and peace. Okay. All right, well, let's see how that plays out in the reading. Now that could all, and remember, this is a general reading. Even with the vibe and the current, if you like things just as they are right now, then just, you don't have to engage in any kind of change. This is really good. I'm going to leave it out because I think I want to have some more. All right. So we're going to start. Oh, well, first we got to start with our little froggies. So the Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. We're going to get a card from that deck, or from this deck. Mother, Father, God, all that is. I was going to say right and holy, but all that is seen and unseen. That which we do not understand. Help us to understand what we do not understand. Yeah. That's what I'm asking for. Help us to understand what we do not understand. Help us to understand direction and purpose. There we go. In a kind and gentle way, please. And then, Creator of all things, Mother and Father God, Archangels, Ascended Masters, Spirit Guides and Guardians, beloved elementals, come into this space. Help me to know what to say to the collective. Help me to know what to say to the collective. Thank you. All right, so let's just get one. Let's just get one card that is our affirmation card, and let's see if that jives with this notion of finding your direction means finding your peace. This one. Okay, let me get my glasses on. I surround myself with people who really see me. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Finding your community. The palm of the hand is important because I feel like that, even though that's a very human hand, it is the hand of the all-knowing. It is the hand of the all-seeing. Give your cares and worries over. They will take care of them for you. Okay. All right. So, thank you, little froggy affirmations. I wonder, oh, that means just this tight in the, yeah, makes a difference. Okay, so it goes that way. All right. So, no, actually they're saying this one. All right, the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. Now, the one with the travel coffee mug on it. I love that so much. All right. You know, it's important for me, if I can find humor in something, it makes everything so much better. So, I think we often take ourselves far too seriously. I think it was Joan Rivers who had a quote. Loved Joan Rivers, still do. But she had a quote one time, and I think I'm attributing it correctly, and I think I'm saying it correctly. It was, don't take yourself too seriously. You may be missing out on the biggest joke of all, or the greatest joke of all. Something like that. It was something to that effect. I know I'm not getting it exactly right, but when we take things too seriously, that's when we set ourselves up for a huge fall. That's just how it's not how I'm interpreting it. It's what I'm receiving right now. And I know sometimes in the beginning I get really disjointed. It's just because there's a lot that I'm trying to sort out in terms of what's going on with this particular session. All right, so how many do we have come out here? 3, 4? Yeah, we had 4 come out. Am I supposed to take all of these, Spirit? Okay. I guess so. Please remove anything that is not serving the greatest good. Please remove anything that is causing negativity, fear, dysfunction, or questions. Thank you. And on the top, take a chance. For each morning is a new beginning. And that's the Fool card. That's true. All right. So, when I asked, should I take all 4 of these, I kind of got a what I felt like was a snarky response, as in, well, I don't know. What do you think you should do? And I'm like, really? Spirit is the authority, not me. Or anything you do is okay, would be the other thing that came through. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Does this mean that these are tools? Don't put too much weight on the cards themselves. Listen to the voice. That's it. Okay, thank you. All right, so they are tools. So we want to be careful not to, if we want to take one, if we want to take all 4, we will eventually have the same message as the message. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands. Put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded one way or another. Don't be afraid to take the chance is what it means. Don't be afraid to take the adventure. And what was the card that was on the top? The Fool card about taking the adventure. All right, 4 of Cups. Try not to be so picky, okay? Yet again, more coffee mugs. Come on, they're all the same. Just pick one, right? So it doesn't matter what adventure you choose. Everything will eventually lead you to the same place. You will gain the lessons you need one way or the other. That's an interesting message. Thank you. 7 of Swords. Are your actions really as selfless as you think? All right, so she's got her boot. She's getting ready to kill a spider. 7 of Swords. What excuses are you giving that are holding you back? All right, and the 4 of Wands. Why am I having trouble reading this? The color, I guess. Family is whatever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. So that could be literal family or the family you make, friendships, group, whatever. So, okay. Yeah, so where do you hang your hat? Oh, and they're having cupcakes. I have been craving sweets. You have no idea how much I'm craving sweets. Let's dig into that a little bit. Spirit, help me out. What is the message for the collective in relation to finding your direction, finding your peace? Because I know that's what this is about. And it's not being afraid to do what's going to make you happy. This is an interesting, all right, this is interesting. What I'm hearing is you've only got one chance at this rodeo. I've never even been to a rodeo. You get one chance at this lifetime. Do what you need to make yourself happy. The lesson, everything is a lesson. Everything is, whether you perceive it as good or bad, it is based on where you are at that moment in time. Things will be difficult, things will be easy, but one way or the other, it's the adventure and the sense of understanding who you are, better understanding who you are and the power within, because everything makes you stronger. Everything makes you holistically closer to the all that is. Yeah, but sometimes things get really hard way too often. So help me to know how to address this, Spirit, because that would be my thought. If I heard this, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Um, you know, so all right. It's almost like a Q&A session here. So the answer is, what do you have to lose? Complacency, stagnation, discomfort, an unsettled feeling. This doesn't feel like my regular spirit team. Who's here? Who's talking to me? You're the new guide. You are a new guide coming in, and you are speaking to not only me, but to the collective, not only to the collective, but to me. How long ago were you in human form? 1940s. You died in the 40s, prematurely, long before you should have. So now this person is linking in a little bit more with the beings of light who have not incarnated. And the message truly is, if you are not happy, find a way to make yourself happy. It may surprise you what you will accept. How little, how much, it doesn't matter. But what you find that will make you happy may surprise you. Okay, and the beings of light have stepped in fully now. They're going to work with this new guide. The guide, I think, is new, being a guide, and still has a touch of the human, a little too much of the touch of the human, and too much of that fighter feeling. And I can feel the new guide yelling in, don't become complacent. Okay. Did you all hear that? Don't become complacent. Okay. That is true, though. Okay. From now on, if we can have an agreement, this new guide, I need to work with you privately, because everyone out there is getting the same kind of messages, quite possibly, if this is your thing and if this is your reading. So I'm going to work with this being in private, try to get a better understanding, because I knew you just felt too human, but you weren't unresolved. So it was a weird feeling. But now the beings of light are here, and they are going to also help to soften the messages that come through this guide, because they are a little rough around the edges. There may still be a little training that needs to happen. And yes, that does happen. Okay. So the beings of light, would you please tell me what is the takeaway, not just to how to work with new guides or guides that may be coming in because they feel like the timing requires it, but beings of light, would you please help me to understand what to say to the collective in terms of what this message is? I hear you, little girl, I know. She's been running, and she just wants attention. She wants to play. This is the little white one that was on the table behind me that day. Okay, so, and a little scrawny old woman. and she is an old woman. She sleeps 9/10 of the day. Okay. Yeah, so your peace is something that's going to come from within. So every time you go looking outwardly for something, either it's going to be job, romance, money, power, whatever it is, the things that come from the ego. And yeah, those things are nice to have, but also health, wellness, all of those things will start from within. And to be healthy is not an egotistical thing. That's so that you can live your life fully. So it's both. The things of the ego and the things that are not of the ego, but what are you doing to help yourself? I said a minute ago I was craving sweets, but I'm not going to go eat a whole cake. Oh man, that sounds good though. I might have to get myself a sliver, or a candy bar or something. So that's what they're saying. It's all a compromise. What are you doing to help yourself and to help yourself be happy? If I ate a whole cake, first of all, it would shoot my blood sugar over the moon, and it would take me probably 3 or 4 days to recover. So that is not in my best interest. Okay, they want you to look at what are you avoiding if you are going into that kind of all or nothing mode. This is, okay, y'all need just to be really clear, please. This is a message for someone. If you are, it's not like abdicating responsibility, but it's like avoiding dealing with the truth, avoiding dealing with something because it just feels a little overwhelming. That's it. So if you are avoiding dealing with something that is overwhelming, that is understandable. But if you spend too much time in the research process, it may keep you from acting in a way that will bring about your ultimate happiness. I hope all this makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling and it's very disjointed. So it's all, this is real life, real time. So, hey. All right. So with the beings of light. Let's do the Light Seers. All right, Light Seers Tarot. Tarot. And okay, so let's move this reading further along with just you guys. The new guide has stepped into the far back. Not particularly happy that the aggressive message was not appreciated. It is appreciated and it is valid, but we're still here in the trenches. Okay, you've moved on. Remember that, please. All right. Now. All right, so let's see. Beings of light, help us understand. What is the message for the collective? The decision is going to have to be made soon. Whatever it is that is referring to. And this one is standing out to the side. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're going to get a fiery download about this. And that's not like the sword download where it's just like all or nothing. It's like you are going to listen to the passion of your heart. That is what's going to help you make this decision. But a decision is going to come down to either... kind of like put up or shut up. And I don't mean it's like either do what you plan on doing or just let it go. At least for now. Okay, we got a whole bunch here. You want me to keep going? Okay. All right. I was right in front of the microphone. Sorry, it might have been a little bit loud. Okay. Yeah. That's it. All right. I guess we just need to make sure. All right. So, Huh. Okay. All right. So, you are getting ready to understand the truth of your heart and what it is you really want. It is attainable. It is possible. Turn to your celestial help for being, for how to be and how to achieve it. The Knight of Swords. Because when you make the decision, there's no turning back, and you're going to run toward it. It will bring you the wealth, the prosperity, and that doesn't have to mean financial wealth, but you will be given the funds necessary to do what you need to do. That came up in a previous reading too. But this is going to make you deeply settled, grounded, and happy. Fear about walking away, not necessary. Not necessary at all. This is a card of happiness, joy, and celebration. Fire and passion. And this is the Magician, because you have made it so, because you are making it so. So whatever it is, once you decide, once you know what you truly want, thank you, Spirit. See, now the new guy's way back here. So this is kind of how you do it. You can't beat people over the head and expect a miracle, okay? I'm not being mean or anything. I just, All right. All right. Once you decide what it is you need, once you decide what is in your heart that is going to, it's like, you know what? I think it'll make me happy, but I guess I'm going to try and find out. So if that is the case, you will have wish fulfillment. Once you make that decision, this is, I think, probably the most important card here. Once you make the decision, it's on, and you are going for it because you know this is the ultimate goal and the ending of it. Now, the Ten of Swords, it is scary, but you're putting an end to that. You're not going to be afraid any longer. You are walking away from the fear. You are going to walk into your passion, your drive, and hey, you're going to enjoy yourself along the way. It's not a race. You're going to enjoy yourself along the way because you are creating and manifesting the life you want. All right, now, what does this apply to? That's going to be as individual as the person. For some of you, it's going to be, I feel like it's in your personal life. So it's going to be taking on a new career path, a new career goal, something in education, or requiring you to learn or apprentice. It's not so much that. If someone is looking at an apprenticeship, that's a very specific type of education. You're learning hands-on while you're doing the work. Someone is going to be moving. I feel like someone is moving. I'm seeing a border, so I think someone may be doing some sort of apprenticeship that involves fire, glass, ceramics of some kind, or blowing glass, and it feels like Mexico. So someone may be moving in that direction for an apprenticeship. Someone else, I'm also saying like South America, like Belize, and I'm also hearing the word Belize, or the name of the country. Someone may have ties there. Someone else is getting ready to do some kind of eco something, like eco trip, eco whatever it is. I don't know. These are pretty specific. Okay. And then someone else, I'm also seeing more of a European area that is very snowy. It's covered in, it's blistering cold and a lot of snow. What about that, please? Interesting. I hear planning your escape. Now, it doesn't mean imprisonment. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means you're sick of it. You're sick and tired of it. You want a change. Okay. I'm hearing Pacific Northwest. You are being watched over. Just be careful. Be cautious. Just be careful. And then on the other side of this country, something about NYC, New York City. Something happening in New York. What? What is happening? By March, things will cool off. Whatever's happening, by March, there's going to be some resolution and it will start cooling off. I don't know what that's for. Grand Rapids? I think that's in Michigan, isn't it? Some kind of weather event. Have supplies ready. Like winter supplies, batteries, flashlights, that kind of thing. In Arkansas. Did you notice we went there, up, and down? It's okay in this country. In Arkansas, what's going on in Arkansas? Okay, now this one's truly bizarre. Something to do with livestock, like pigs in particular. Either a truck is overturning and they're going to escape and they're all just going to be running all over the place, or they're going to be intentionally let go. It's going to be big enough that it's it's going to be okay. This gives you an idea of how chaotic it is in the world right now. The messages are just kind of coming in from everywhere. New guides who are still in training, beings of light. Here's the thing, random places with events. Here's the thing. The actual reading part of this is that once you know what will make you happy, nothing is going to keep you from it. That's a positive message. All right. Okay. I'm going to end it there. My gosh. All right. So, yeah. Be well. Take care. Thank you for the messages and the comments. What I mean, thank you for the comments. I do appreciate them so much. I really do. These are difficult, tricky times. So anything we can do to uplift ourselves and each other, let's please try to do it. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And when we remember we have perfect souls, that is when we start to begin to understand what direction we are moving in, because then we understand that we are supported by Spirit, even if there's not one human that says they support us, and I support you in whatever you choose to do. Just, it's scary for me too, because I don't want you to end up, in a bad situation. So just rely on Spirit. Rely on Spirit, ask for help. That's what I do all the time. Find your peace, find your place, find your wholeness and wellness in your happiness, in whatever direction that takes you. All right. We'll talk soon. Bye.